Hey there, this is Logan with Digital Tabby, and today I want to answer a big question, which is what sets a nonprofit up for Google Ad Grant success? Now, there's a lot of details that go into answering this question, but for this video, we're going to focus on the big picture and look at two critical factors. First, nonprofits that are national or international have an easier time maximizing the grant. That's because they're able to find more opportunities to show up. More searches are happening over larger areas, so they can find the spots with less competition. Next, nonprofits that have multiple offers, services, or types of content, in other words, multiple entry points into the organization, also have an easier time maximizing the grant. The reason is somewhat similar, where they have more keywords that they can target. They don't only find success if they target, this very specific offer with these very specific keywords. There's a greater breadth to what they can target. So let's look at what this looks like in practice with two kind of different versions of this. So first off, we've got Goodwill. This is an example from Goodwill, Colorado. So just on their website, we can see they've got the Excel Center, which is their GED program. We've got multiple different programs down here, individuals with disability, economic challenges, seniors, military veterans. Obviously, they have thrift store locations where you can shop retail. They also have donation pickups, donation centers. So they have a lot of different things that they do. So they fall into that category of multiple offers. So even though they do have a narrowed location, we actually saw down here on the map, whoops, sorry for all that. We saw down here on the map that they've got, they're mostly in the Denver metro area. They're in Fort Collins. They've got one out here in Grand Junction. But for the most part, this is a regional nonprofit, but they're still able to maximize the grant. Typically, at least the Goodwills that I work with, they're still able to maximize the grant because they do have multiple offers. Now let's look at another example here. This is a client, HeroBox. I've got a case study on the website if you're interested in learning more. They have a broad location. They're targeting the United States, but they also have a single or almost single offer. So you can either send or receive a HeroBox, which is a care package. Now, we do have a volunteer program that they work with here, but for the idea here, it's primarily one offer, maybe two offers if you include volunteering. But they're still able to maximize the grant because they do have a broad location. So you really need one of these two factors, at least most of the time, to truly maximize the grant. And in situations where you've got a broad location and a more than a single offer, so broad location, multiple offers, for example, if we were to combine these two organizations, then you're going to have a very easy time finding really great opportunities to maximize and use the grant. So let me know what you think. Let me know if this makes sense and kind of where you think your nonprofit falls in this spectrum.